Hello, boys and girls. Lucy's here with us again, and this time we're going to hear a fiction selection. I'll get it for you, Mrs. Neve. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Isn't she wonderful? Such a great helper. She not only eats aphids, she brings the books. Oh, glad to help, Mrs. Neve. What's our selection called? The Mother's Day Mice. Ooh, looks interesting. Do you think there's any ladybugs in it? We'll have to read it and find out. Okay, I'll listen over here. She's such a good helper. All righty. The Mother's Day Mice. Let's check out our title page. Here we are. The Mother's Day Mice. It is by Eve Bunting. She's the author. And it's illustrated by Jan Brett. You know, I thought I recognized her artistic style. Remember, we have read some Jan Brett books. We read The Gingerbread Baby. Remember that version of The Gingerbread Man? And then we also read, there was another one. Oh, yes, a version of The Mitten. Remember Maddie's big white mitten? Yeah, and again, you can recognize her artistic style. Okay, Jan Brett is the illustrator, although she's not the author this time. Biggest Little Mouse wakened first. It was early morning and still almost dark. He tugged gently on the whiskers of Middle Mouse, who slept next to him. "It's Mother's Day," he whispered. "Time to get up and go for our presents." Middle Mouse tugged gently on the whiskers of Little Mouse, who slept between him and the wall. "Mother's Day," he whispered. They crept out of bed and tiptoed past Mother's room. Aren't they cute? Outside, one star still slept in the sky. They stopped to wash paws and faces in the pail of water Mother kept by the front door. Biggest studied his watch. "We have 2 hours before Mother wakes up. Middle and I know what we're going to get Mother, and we know where to find it." He looked at Little Mouse and waited. "I know what I'm going to get too," Little Mouse said. "Honeysuckle." Biggest shook his head. "Little Mouse, honeysuckle grows only on Honeysuckle Cottage, and we know who lives in Honeysuckle Cottage. You'll have to find something else for Mother." I wonder who lives at Honeysuckle Cottage. Who do you think? Little Mouse wanted to argue, but Biggest was already lining them up, one behind the other. "Hold your tails and be quiet as we go," he said. "The dark has dangers for little mice." They ran across the meadow. Little Mouse liked the tough, smooth feel of his brother's tail. He thought the 3 of them, joined together, must be as long as a snake. He didn't want to think about snakes, though. No, mice do not like snakes. Snakes like to eat mice. More dangers. The edges of the sky were streaked with morning. A red fox passed them on his way home. They crouched till the white tip of his tail disappeared in the trees. "Grrr!" Little Mouse said fiercely. "Who's afraid of him?" But his voice was so weak that he couldn't even hear it himself. An owl sheared above them as they lay hidden in the long grass. Little Mouse kept his eyes tight closed. If he couldn't see the owl couldn't see him. Does it really work that way? "You don't have to squeeze my tail so hard," Middle Mouse told him when they stood up. "I thought you might be frightened," Little Mouse said. "I was telling you I was here." Middle Mouse sniffed. A strawberry patch grew at the edge of the meadow. "That's my surprise for Mother," Middle Mouse said. "She loves strawberries. She says the first ones taste of summer coming." Biggest Mouse boosted him up so he could get the roundest, reddest berry from the top. Its weight tipped him backward as he carried it. Guess a strawberry is pretty big for a mouse to carry. My surprise is here too, Biggest Mouse said. He picked a dandelion fluff ball and held it high by its milky stem. It's a wish flower for Mother. Little Mouse thought the fluff ball was as beautiful as a spinning of spiders' webs. He could see the sky through it. Mother will love it, Little Mouse said. Now can we go for the honeysuckle? And maybe he won't be there. Biggest Mouse sighed. We'll go look, but only because you're the littlest and it's Mother's Day. And we won't go close because he's always there. What do you think it is? Let's open that page a little bit better, and now you can see the dandelion fluff ball better now. Okay, on to Honeysuckle Cottage. Let's see if your prediction of who lives there is correct. Cat was there. Kind of reminds me of the dark at the top of the stairs, right? He lay on the porch of Honeysuckle Cottage, monstrously big, monstrously black. When he yawned, his mouth was a dark, spiked cave. Little Mouse could see it clearly, even though they weren't too close. Maybe he'll leave soon, Little Mouse whispered. He pulled his eyes away from Cat to the honeysuckle that twined around the porch. Honeysuckle for Mother. The honeysuckle is right there. Honeysuckle's a kind of flower. Let's get our little mice back in the picture. There they are. Inside the cottage, someone was playing the piano. The tune was Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-da. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-da. Maybe Cat likes to lie in the sun and listen to music, Little Mouse whispered. Maybe the person will stop playing soon and Cat will go away. He sniffed the honeysuckle air and pretended not to see Biggest Mouse check the time. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. That person is not going to stop playing, Middle muttered. He set his strawberry on the ground, and a beetle came on the run. Ooh, look, there's the beetle. Lucy, there's not a ladybug in it, but there is a beetle, and ladybugs are a kind of beetle. There it goes. Do you think it wants the strawberry? Get this page. Middle picked up the strawberry again and shooed the beetle away. Little Mouse began creeping toward the cottage on his belly. Biggest yanked him back by his tail. Stop that! Anyway, it's time to go. What if Mother wakes up on Mother's Day and all her little mice are missing? Or eaten, Middle added. We have to go, Biggest said. I'm sorry, Little Mouse. But inside Little Mouse's head, something had started to beat. Something wonderful that was the beginning of an idea. Something better than honeysuckle. It's all right, Little Mouse said. Oops, I think I've got pages stuck together again. All better. The sun made a pink path across the meadow as they ran for home. Bring her a daisy, Biggest said over his shoulder. She loves daisies. You're making daisy chains. Bring her a rock, Middle puffed. A small rock that's not hard to carry. They're nice, Little Mouse said, but they're not special enough for this special day. He had something special. He had it strong and firm in his mind. What do you think Littlest Mouse's present is going to be? Biggest stood the fluff ball in a jar beside Mother's chair. Middle put the strawberry on a blue dish on the table. I'm glad I didn't roll it, he said. Sometimes I wanted to, but I carried it all the way, and it isn't even squished. Oh, it does look good, doesn't it? The strawberry can be from you too, little mouse. And the fluff ball can be from both of us, Biggest said. Little Mouse smiled. Thank you, but I brought something of my own. He thought it was funny when his brothers looked all around and then rolled their eyes at each other. Something I've kept hidden, he said. Biggest Mouse held up a warning paw. Shh, Mother's coming. Happy Mother's Day! They all shouted when she came in the kitchen, and Mother said, Why, you remembered. Remembered? We almost got eaten 3, Middle began, but Biggest poked him hard. Sometimes Middle talked too much. Mother blew on the fluff ball, and it exploded into 1,000,000 beautiful, feathery seeds. Did you make a wish? Biggest Mouse asked. Yes, a wonderful wish, said Mother. There's the dandelion seeds floating around. Wow, we learned about that. Whoops. Mother cut the strawberry in 4 pieces. I love strawberries, she said. The first ones taste of summer coming. She nibbled on an edge of berry and closed her eyes. And Little Mouse knew she was tasting sunshine and sweet corn and the cold waters of the meadow stream. Now me, he said. He was so excited he thought he might explode, just like the fluff ball, into 1,000,000 pieces. The music he heard at Honeysuckle Cottage was loud in his mind, and he clasped his paws and began to sing. He sang the words he'd thought of as they ran home. We have brought a song to say, Happy, happy Mother's Day. No one's mother is so nice. Love from all your little mice. That was wonderful, Mother said when he finished. How astonished his brothers were. Astonished means surprised. They thought he'd had nothing, and all the time he'd had this? Was it better than honeysuckle? Little Mouse asked. Much better, Mother said. Honeysuckle doesn't last forever. A song does. Was it the best of all your surprises? As soon as he asked that, Little Mouse felt mean. The song was from all of us, too, he added quickly. Mother smiled. All my surprises were lovely. You each brought me something different, and you each brought me something the same. Do you know what that was, Little Mouse? Little Mouse knew. They'd brought her their love. Mother opened her arms wide, and they ran to her. Let's sing Little Mouse's song, she said. Aw, so precious. Mother and her 3 little mice swayed together as they sang, and the kitchen was warm with wishes, and summer coming, and music, and love. Aw, isn't that adorable? So sweet. Mom loved all of their gifts because they were given with love. Your mom is going to love all of the gifts that you give her too because they're given with love, including the Mother's Day song, right? Just like the mice sang a song to their mom, you're going to be singing a song. Let's practice it now. We'll sing it with the CD, with the music. Remember how it starts. Oh, Mom, I wish for you on this your special day. Okay? Now remember, you need to be singing with me. You want to be learning these words. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Mom, I wish for you on this your special day is rest and relaxation and a nap along the way. We keep you super busy 12 months out of the year. Sometimes I think you go to sleep with a cell phone in your ear. I don't know how you do it. It's a wonder you don't drop. But you're the best, number one, the cream of the crop. So, happy, happy Mother's Day. Mother, I just like to say, you're the greatest of all time, and I'm thankful that you're mine, thankful that you're mine. You're a cook, a chauffeur, a teacher, coach, and nurse, and everything for every job you keep right in your purse. With me you're always patient when I drop things that splat. You never even lost your cool that time I shaved the cat. So, happy, happy Mother's Day. Mother, I just like to say, you're the greatest of all time, and I'm thankful that you're mine, thankful that you're mine. You taught me about Jesus. You taught me about Jesus and his special love for me, and how we'll be together for all eternity. Well, I know that the Savior lives and he's here in this place. I see him smiling back at me when I look at your face. So, happy, happy Mother's Day. Mother, I just like to say, you're the greatest of all time, and I'm thankful that you're mine, thankful that you're mine. So, happy, happy Mother's Day. Mother, I just like to say, you're the greatest of all time, and I'm thankful that you're mine, thankful that you're mine, thankful that you're mine. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Just like the mother mouse in the story loved the song, Mom is going to love your song too. So, boys and girls, thank you so much for being good listeners. Thank you, and remember, be a good helper too. Just like Lucy, honor your father and your mother. Bye, boys and girls. I sure love you.